I just, it's been a couple hours. I've calmed down a lot. There's just so much to process. It just doesn't end. And it's a constant lie that I'm dealing with. Everything's a constant manipulation of the truth, or just complete fabrication, or a half truth. Um, yeah, so I had a job for tomorrow. I took tomorrow off. I mean, I get bills to pay. I'm behind on everything, but I can't go to, I'm completely stressed. I got to rest tomorrow. So I'll go back to work the next day. Um, and I was thinking about it. I don't want my family anywhere around this. Nowhere. Um, I'm thinking, I'm not sure. I'm going to see how it plays out. The most important, I think these seizures are stress induced, that my son is dealing with. I believe they're stress induced. So I don't know. I'm going to do whatever will just get him through the next couple years till he's 16 and can decide what he wants to do. I don't care if he had to go live with. I'd rather him be living with his grandfather, Bubby. That's where he should be. He should be here, but until I heal, finish out the school year with Bubby, that would definitely be a good idea. Yeah, man, it's a lot, and I'm just like, damn, dude, you just shut up, just quit talking about it, quit bitching about everything, right? But that's what I did my whole life, and now I'm sitting here stuck because I can't go to work. I'm just completely stressed. My nervous system's shot. I'm dealing with physical issues. I'm dealing with mental issues. I'm dealing with emotional issues. I'm dealing with man. I was getting so excited a few different times today. I was getting so many nervous. My face was all twitching and going out crazy. I was. Yeah, so I'm just. Whatever's best for my son. I just can't believe that these women can, and these doctors are so disgusting. It's the whole system. The whole thing's just disgusting. I'm so disgusted that, guys, for 3 weeks, he had his first seizure. He was almost 14 years old. It was like 2 weeks before he turned 14. He had his first seizure ever. He didn't eat. Everybody's like, just. His mom took him in for this stupid sleep study or whatever it was. Guys, these things can read different every day of the week, different times of the day. These things are so unreliable. They did one test. You know how you're supposed to test this for a long time, weeks, months, multiple tests, different times of day, all that, to see if somebody qualifies for this type of medication. They put him straight on this medication after one test. 3 days later, after 5 doses, one at the morning, one at night, for 2 days, one in the morning, Friday morning. Friday night, calls his mama because he's feeling sick at the basketball game, at the town basketball game. His mom was so scared, switched weekends with me for the first time in years. Through him, has lied to me constantly about this. over and over and over again, constantly leading with, you better give him this medication. I'm going to take you to jail. I'm going to take you to, it's basically jail for me. I mean, I go to court. I'm done. She's going to get me on everything. And most likely what would happen is she would be able to bar me from seeing my son, order all kinds of evaluations that I will refuse to take any kind of anybody's fucking evaluation for anything. Fuck you. I got everything here on video. You guys can evaluate all you want. You don't need me to come in and answer anything. It's all on video. Leave me the fuck alone. But that's what they were. Her and her lawyer would probably go for, is to get me completely barred, get the evaluations done, and then still pay child support for the next 4 years. But without a high-powered attorney. But I don't want a high-powered. I don't want anything from my family. I don't want that. The only thing I want from my family is an apology. I don't want any other money. I don't want any of their help. Fuck that. Nope. Don't want it. Not putting any of that nasty, dirty money around me or my kids. So, that's out of the question. So that being said, I can't afford a damn high-powered attorney, and there's no way that I'd have to get a court appointed. She would probably get her mom and whoever else to scrape money up, get herself at least by a decent attorney. And I can't even talk, guys. I can't sit here and try to explain this shit to a fucking cocksucking attorney. I hate attorneys. I hate them all. I hate the whole fucking system. Are you kidding me? I cannot sit here and talk to. I couldn't even talk to an attorney. I don't want to hear an attorney. I don't want to hear any court language. I don't want to hear any of that shit. Because I'm not healed. I'm sick and I need to heal. I cannot deal with that shit. That would stress me the fuck out, put me in the grave very quickly. So if anything, if I can prove this neglect by her on her part so my son, almost 14 years old, had his first seizure. He was fine for 3 weeks, and then they put him on this medication for 3 days, and not even 3 days, 2.5 days, and then he had another seizure. And one of the severe side effects of this medication is it causing more seizures. And the sickness, he wasn't feeling well. So everything, the whole thing said, oh shit, it's coming. Not only did she not pay attention to any of it and disregarded how he felt, disregarded the whole thing, disregarded the symptoms he was feeling, everything. And then he ended up having a seizure that morning. My wife's going to kill my son. If this is a lethal thing, you never know. You never know if my son is just the right person, where this is something that is so extremely toxic his body can't recover from it. But she doesn't care. Oh, I have more texts. I got to do another follow-up video too. It's disgusting. It gets worse and worse. The farther I dig, the worse it gets. The more negligence on her part I find. Complete negligence. Negligence on the doctor's part. Supposedly she talked to the school nurse and the doctor. She didn't talk to the doctor. She's a liar. On Monday or whenever it was. Her story has changed a couple times already. I've seen it. She's a complete liar. And they didn't even, so not only before this medication should have been authorized for use on a 14-year-old that had his first seizure and was fine afterwards for 3 weeks until he went in for his test. Not only should he have been evaluated over and over again multiple times before a lethal medication, toxic medication, was administered to him, but 2.5 days later, 3 days later, when he had his second seizure after 3 weeks of feeling fine, 2.5 days later of being on medication after 3 weeks after his first seizure of feeling fine. I mean, how many times do I have to say this over and over again before common sense finally comes knocking at your all's fucking door? I'm the one that should shut up. I should quit talking about this. I should quit bitching. I should do something, right? I know. I should work harder. I should try harder. I should do more. I should pray. I should ask Jesus for salvation, right? I know. I know the judgment you guys put on me. Trust me. I know all about the judgment you guys put on me. My son's being abused medically now. Guys, I don't even think I've mentioned my second wife that much at all. At all. Until this morning, all of a sudden, I found out my son was being medically abused. She was holding all this. She's been lying. She's been gaslighting and lying. She's been straight up just holding everything from me. Saying she's so busy. Did you get that? Because she's so busy. Because she's a single mom who's trying to keep a roof over his head and him fed, and she's so full of shit, dude. These fucking bitches say the same fucking thing. That's how they play this whole thing. And you guys just go, oh, single mother. Oh, Richard, shut the fuck up. Man up, Richard. Do what you gotta do. Richard, do what you gotta do. Richard, do what you gotta do. Come on, man. Unreal. Unfrickin' real. My son's healing. My oldest son's healing. You know? My daughter's back. She's back. She's healing. A bunch of abused people it's just a bunch of abused people. Me and my kids ganging together. Why I put this out here and nothing can be done. Because if I had money, if I was rich, I get a high-powered attorney. He would have been living with me a long fucking time ago, bud. None of this would have ever went down. He would have been living with me a long fucking time ago. I would have paid that bitch off 50 grand. I bet that bitch would fucking sell her rights to that child for 50 grand. I would have given her 50 grand, so bitch, fuck off. You know? Let him see her whenever he wants. That's fine. But it's up to him, you know? But I'm not. And that didn't happen, and this is where everything's at. Just a bunch of poor abused people. Gutter rats. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. No. You guys go pray to Jesus. Go to pray to Jesus. Go ahead. Go on. Man. It's a lot to take in. I mean, I have calmed down, obviously, since my two earlier videos. I'm going to do another video on it tomorrow, updating, and just sort of sleep on it. You know, I mean, if I could, my fear where I'm at right now, what all the warning signs are off for me right now. Like, I can't believe that they put him on, keep taking that medication. They didn't even bring him in to retest him, nothing. She told him, see, they didn't care. They're all in it together. The doctor's selling pills and my wife's buying them and feeding them to my son. Disgusting. Disgusting. Guys, all I'm bringing up is the severe side effects of this medication, that it was administered to a 14-year-old that had his first seizure, didn't have one for 3 weeks after that until 2 days after they gave him medication for it. If you guys can't connect the dots, I'm living in idiocracy. This is like the movie Idiocracy then, because you guys are so, all hope's lost, everything's gone. If the humanity can't come out of this and you guys understand this, all hope's gone. I've been talking about nothing but abuse for the past 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, however long it's been. Whenever I started this healing, going back to my childhood recently, maybe it's been a couple months, I don't know. It hasn't been long, but it's just been nothing but abuse. Nothing but abuse. And I actually got pulled away from facing my child abuse, dealing with my first wife's abuse, that I'm trying to assist my daughter. And now having to deal with my second wife's abuse, medical abuse of my son. It's disgusting. It's absolutely horrendously disgusting. There's not a word for how bad it is. There's not a word that can even come close. So yeah, I'm just gonna take it easy, and like I said, I took the day off tomorrow. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna have to do videos. I don't have an option. I can't stop. I don't have an option. Every day I wake up, it's something. If I take a day off, it's nothing but oppression and guilt and shame. I can't stop. I don't have an option. I got to keep going. So tomorrow I'll be making more videos, exposing more. Because look, even if I go, at least the more I expose, the very last video I'm able to expose. And guys, listen, there's going to be, if I go, there's more videos on my phone. There will be more videos on my phone, most likely, towards the end, you know what I mean? So, I'm doing everything I can physically to get through this. And then on top of that, having to deal with all this, it's putting my dick in the dirt. Whew, boy. Man, you want to talk about a load, bud. I mean, I've been bearing a load my whole life. You just fucking blah. There's some more. But as long as people keep healing, that's all that matters. I mean, these floodgates have opened in so many different ways. There's no stopping it. This could be my last video, but it wouldn't matter. The floodgates are open now. And like I said, I think if something happened to me, if something happened to any of my kids, I think it would send off shock waves, major shock waves. This nastiness has just been going on for so long, man. Way too long. And I bear the guilt and shame of having not healed and perpetuating the abuse, generational abuse, down onto my children. It's my fault. I know it's my fault. I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to make things better. I'm trying to recompense, but there's only so much I can do. I'm a poor dude, poor white dude. I mean, that's like the lowest class in America nowadays, isn't it? Poor white dude. God damn, he ain't got a prayer. Ugh. Man. It's hard, guys. It's very hard.